Hi guys, welcome to this Low Carb in the Leaves, where I'm inside because it's very wild and woolly out there. I think it might be happening across much of Victoria. Yes, we've still got our power because we're off the grid, but most of the houses around here have lost their power. There's flooding, there's trees down. It's all very exciting, and it's too windy to do a live outside. So I'm cozy inside. This week, I am going through some of my favourite short meditation techniques to help me through, partly because to help me through what is going to be a really busy week. Going to finish at about 6 o'clock today, so I'm super excited. And then I'll have some time off. Really, a really simple technique to calm and center and ground yourself is breathing. We talk a lot about breathing at Real Life Medicine. Breath is our natural tranquilizer. And the reason for this is that when our amygdala, the emotional part of our brain, is pinging away that, we're in danger, when we feel a big feeling like fear or stress or anger, it sends these signals of danger to the rest of our brain. And we literally think we're in danger. It's a very unpleasant place to be. And these signals of danger don't only just go to the front of our cortex where we perceive threat and we're disasterizing, we're thinking that the world is ending and the only way we can possibly help it is by eating a packet of biscuits. It's also sending these signals of danger down our brainstem and to our body as well, and our heart rate goes up, our blood pressure goes up, our oxygen consumption goes up, our cortisol, stress hormone, and adrenaline go up, which creates all sorts of changes through our body, including elevated blood sugar and lots of things, and an increased breath rate. And we've got no conscious control over any of that, those downward signals of danger, except our breathing. We can consciously override our breathing. And when we do that, it seriously confuses our amygdala in a good way. When you breathe slowly, particularly when you make your outward breath much slower than your inward breath, and you do it deliberately, it then sends some signals of safety up into your brain, and you can start to feel a lot calmer. It works really well. People can go from 10 out of 10 anxiety down to, 4 out of 10 reasonably quickly with some breathing. And a lovely breathing exercise that I've discussed before in these lives, and I'll keep coming back to it because it's just lovely and easy, and I just think it's fantastic. It was actually taught to me by my daughter in prep. She learnt it when she was learning mine. And it's box breathing, or breathing around the square. I've just modified it a little bit because we want our outward breath to be longer than our inward breath, so I call it breathing around the rectangle. And it's just this. You breathe in up the rectangle, and then you breathe out longer. That's the long end of the rectangle. And you breathe in, and you breathe out. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. And so on. Some people like to count, and you can do that. Like count in for 4 and out for 7, or in for 3 and out for 6. I like to just visualize that the outward breath is always longer than the inward breath, and it's incredibly calming. So I hope you guys have found all these little techniques helpful this week. I've gotten some feedback that it is really useful, so I will keep coming back to it because there's a million little 5-minute techniques that you can use to calm yourself down, which is extremely helpful for your health and your weight loss. If it helps calm you down and help deal with the negative emotions in a way that you don't need to emotionally eat. Lucy and I are celebrating 1 year of our podcast this week, which is pretty dang cool. And we have an awesome podcast episode on advanced glycation end products as part of our complicated basics, where we talk about what is the deal with sugar anyway. So do check it out. Real Health and Weight Loss by Real Life Medicine. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. I hope you're safe wherever you are and that the weather isn't causing too much threat to house, life or limb. And thank you for listening this week. See ya.